Okay, day 5, I'm getting there. There's going to be a small twist on day 7. You'll see in 2 days, but right now, you've seen the room, my bedroom in here. You've seen parts of the kitchen when I'm filming, when I'm doing stuff with the food prep. This is a nice house. This is actually about a mile from where I used to live in 2015 and 2016 when I rented a room in a house when I lived in Vegas. Very close to that area. Haven't been back much in this area on the southwest side of town a lot lately. I'm here now. I wanted to tell you the cost of this Airbnb stay. Okay, so it's 9 nights. The host charged $396.90. However, I've explained to you raise.com, where I go, I buy gift cards, I pay less than the value of the card, and with my Airbnb gift card savings that I had at the time of the stay, I only paid $362.34. So that comes out to $40 and change per night in this house for these 9 nights. And before I show you the oatmeal, probably won't show you making it. You've seen me make it plenty of times, probably just show you the finished product. I want to tell you, if it's not too late, if you follow me on Twitter, my Twitter name at the bottom of the screen, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw in the past few days some pictures from Westgate. Westgate during the pool player tournament, the APA week, is great. So don't miss out if you're in town, if you want some really fun games. It's actually funny, a guy last night said Westgate was the best poker room in Vegas. What he meant was, it's social. It like feels like a casual home game is how he described it eventually. I didn't know what he meant exactly best. I mean, there was one table running all night, but it was a very fun table. And then he explained what he meant. It feels like a home game where he feels comfortable and he likes playing here. He just moved to Vegas 4 or 5 months ago, he said, and he really likes here, Red Rock, and MGM. Interesting mix of places for his like top tier of poker rooms, but that's the type of guy I enjoy having at the table, not the guy who enjoys going to Bellagio and win and just sitting in silence. So we have those types of games at Westgate. I know these videos are going up a few days after I'm filming in real time to you, but I don't know exactly the final day. I know Wednesday the 26th, which for me is tomorrow, for you already happened, is the first day of the actual matches in the pool tournament. I don't know what the final day is, but if you're in town, don't miss out. Go to the Westgate for this week. Very, very fun. But even normally, it's a good time. Don't sleep on it. But this week especially, and in August during the team matches. This is the individual matches. The pool personnel are telling me in August 3rd through 12th, I think, is team play. So way more people are going to be in town for that. Going to be another amazing week at the Westgate, in addition to how good it normally is on weekends. I give it a try a lot, and of course on Trooper Thursday. All right, started the oatmeal. It's cooking downstairs. Tried to basically just use half of the oats that are left and half of the peanut butter that's left. I think I did a good job with the peanut butter. The oats, I've been using 1 cup of raw oats. I used what I thought was half of the container. I used 1.5 cups raw, so it's going to be a few more calories from the oatmeal. It looks like there's still a lot left in the container, maybe like 2 full cups, whatever. I'll basically eat it all on the final day. Okay, you saw the oatmeal. That was a lot of oatmeal to eat. 50% more than what I had the first 3 times I had oatmeal, and it could be even more than that on the final day of the challenge, which will be Thursday the 27th. Interesting thing, so I said like day 1 of this mini series, I wanted to show people who are saying prices are so expensive, they can't eat healthy, inflation and supermarket prices are out of control, that if you look and you plan, you can eat very healthy for small amounts of money. I'm going extreme, only 1 meal a day. I will tell you at the end of this series how many calories per day was the average. I have it all calculated already. But what's funny is, I knew you guys would be entertained, but it was also, not that I have like the right audience, trying to teach people who are having trouble buying healthy and finding prices and meal ideas in stores that it's possible. The first day when I said I'm going to go downstairs and I hope not to disturb the other Airbnb tenant in the house, you might have heard that woman say a few things. She was on the phone for a few minutes while I was cooking oatmeal that first day. Her and her husband, I think, have an actual lease in this house. They're like permanent long-term tenants, and there are a few bedrooms that are like what I'm using right now, Airbnb. She saw me cooking the oatmeal. She was asking a lot of questions. At first I thought she was interested just because it was in a rice cooker. Later learning she'd never thought to put peanut butter in it. And it might have sounded like I've been eating healthy this way my entire life. I didn't fill her in on the channel or the challenge, but I just explained like why I was going for that one good portion control healthy meal. So I just saw her today, day 5. This is 4 days later. I happened to meet her husband in the kitchen a couple days ago. She told me just now downstairs that I've become an inspiration for her and her dieting. I think her husband is calling me the inspiration. She told a lot of her friends, and she said something about a story. I think that means Instagram related. She put like my habits this week on her Instagram page or something, and it's really changing how she thinks about dieting. Didn't expect it. Was kind of the goal, to show that for small amounts of money and with very good portion control, and it doesn't take a lot of time to cook these things, even though there's a full kitchen down there. I'm just used to the rice cooker, so that's all I'm using. She said she went real overboard eating things with sugar. She also had some, she does a lot of hiking and she had some like skin problems because of the sun, and also she travels a lot for work, so sometimes the cleaning agents they use to clean the planes doesn't interact with her skin and her body well, and she's gotten overboard on eating like junk foods. And she saw me eating oatmeal, and she never thought to put peanut butter in oatmeal, and she has I think some almond butter in one of her cabinets, and she's like changing her diet and including as a staple oatmeal and some kind of butter, peanut butter, almond butter, and bananas, and she likes blueberries. And she's eating better, and her husband was really excited to meet me, even though I wasn't aware at the time. It was only for like 10 seconds. And she's telling a lot of people she knows about it, so that's awesome. Didn't expect that. Thought maybe someone out there watching might kind of have that reaction. Didn't think face to face I would interact with someone like that who would see what I'm doing and it would help out. So I hope she sticks to it. I hope I stick to this longer. It wasn't too many years ago. I was in the 290s for a very long time before I started trying to lose weight. I know this isn't a weight loss channel, but you guys seem to really enjoy the opposite of most eating channels. Instead of eating a ton of food, like Beard Meats Food, like Katrina Eats Kilos, those channels, you guys seem to enjoy when I eat on very little for about a week or so. So this time it wasn't just comps, it was cash, it was supermarket, it was healthy food, and just like the woman in permanently in this house that I've met a couple times, I hope some people out there can also take this information, spend less money on food, buy way healthier food, have a much better portion control, and have a better diet.